Welcome to Trivia Clips. Are you ready to test your knowledge on one of the most electrifying rock bands in history? This is part 1 of the Van Halen True or False Challenge. You have 5 seconds to answer each one. True or false? Let's jump right in. 1. Van Halen was formed in New York City. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. False. Van Halen was formed in Pasadena, California in 1972. The band started with Eddie and Alex Van Halen. They later added David Lee Roth and Michael Anthony. Their West Coast vibe shaped their sound. New York had nothing to do with their origin. 2. Eddie Van Halen invented the two-hand tapping technique. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, false. He didn't invent it, but he perfected it and made it iconic. The technique existed before, used by guitarists like Steve Hackett. Eddie brought it to the mainstream with Eruption. His speed and fluidity were unmatched. He changed how guitar was played forever. 3. The song Jump features a guitar solo, not a keyboard. You have 5 seconds to answer, true or false. Correct answer, false. Jump is famous for its catchy synthesizer riff. Eddie played keyboards for the first time on a hit single. It marked a bold change in the band's sound. The solo is guitar, but the main riff is synth. It helped the band reach new pop audiences. 4. David Lee Roth left the band before they became famous. You have 5 seconds to answer, true or false. Correct answer. False. Roth was their frontman during their rise to stardom. He left in 1985 after huge success with hits like Panama. Creative clashes and egos caused the split. He returned years later for a brief reunion, but he was key in building their legend. 5. Van Halen was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. They were inducted in 2007 with massive respect. However, only some members attended the ceremony. There was tension between former and current members. Still, their influence was undeniable. They earned their place among the greats. 6. Sammy Hagar replaced Roth and had no hit songs. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, false. Sammy Hagar's era was full of hits like Why Can't This Be Love? He helped Van Halen reach #1 albums. The band's sound shifted but stayed powerful. Many fans argue which era was better. Hagar kept the fire alive after Roth left. 7. Eddie Van Halen played guitar on a Michael Jackson song. You have 5 seconds to answer, true or false. Correct answer, true. He performed the legendary solo on Beat It. Eddie did it for free, just for the fun of it. He didn't tell the band or ask for credit. That solo became iconic in pop and rock. It showed his universal talent. 8. Alex Van Halen was the lead singer at first. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. False. Alex was always the drummer of the band. He and Eddie started by switching instruments early on, but Alex stayed on drums permanently. They later recruited Roth as lead singer. Alex's power kept the rhythm section alive. 9. Panama is about the country. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. False. The song is actually about a car, not the nation. David Lee Roth saw a race car named Panama. The lyrics reference speed, power, and lust. It's full of double meanings and macho energy. There's no political or geographic theme. 10. Van Halen has sold over 80 million albums worldwide. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, true. They are among the top-selling rock bands in history. Albums like 1984 and 5150 were massive hits. Their energetic style attracted fans globally. They dominated both the Roth and Hagar eras. Their legacy is built on pure hard rock success. End of part 1. How many did you get right? Stay tuned. Part 2 is coming with deeper cuts and surprises.